Limousine services provided by Celebrity Limousine. Ride in comfort and style for all your special occasions.
You know today this Friday night.
Very nice pick to our director, Jim Flint there. Does our next guest bring you back to your childhood? Well, Michael Heddle of Bounty Hunter Toys is here with a peek of some of the coolest vintage toys. Toys that do take us back. Many of us are just like, oh my goodness, I haven't seen that toy forever. Michael, this is fun for you, isn't it?
It's every day's a blast.
I love it. And you have a store on Ottawa Street here in Hamilton?
118 Ottawa Street North. Yep, it's open every day except for Monday and Sunday.
Awesome, awesome. So you are always looking for cool stuff that people can bring you that you can buy, and of course everyone can come into your store and buy great cool toys and ideas. Is what we're bringing right now for Christmas for people. So let's talk about some of the stuff that you have in your store and here on the table with us today.
Well, I brought a smattering of stuff from the last 25, 30 years. There's a lot of stuff that's kind of newer. I didn't bring a lot of very, very old stuff. I did that last time. And old stuff is a little more pricier. So at Christmas time, you want to watch your money. Buy some cheaper alternatives. And that's mainly the type of stuff I brought today.
Now, it's interesting to look and see because a lot of these have actually come back around again. You know, we were talking about strawberry shortcake and how you're saying it's hard for you to keep that in the store. I loved strawberry shortcake when I was a little girl, but it's back on air again, and you know, and you can buy the newer versions of the dolls.
Yeah.
But it is kind of cool to get the old ones, and My Little Pony's back on as well.
It is, and the funny thing is too, old shows are being replayed on shows like Teletoon and all that.
And that as well.
And there's no new toys for some of those old shows, so people are picking up the old toys because there's nothing else out there.
Because there's nothing out there. So you have kids watching those shows and wanting those toys, so you have to get the old ones.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, so looking down at this end, obviously Star Wars was huge, you know, and always has been, and that's the one thing. So do you find that that's still a real biggie for you?
Star Wars is always going to be in the top. It's always one of the top three toys, I'd say. Lately it's been like Star Wars, wrestling, and Transformers. They always alternate. Superheroes is always up there, obviously.
Yeah, I remember when Transformers came out, and it is one of those things that has really stuck with kids too, right?
It's Transformers. I bug a buddy of mine about it a lot because he's really into them. But I've got to admit, they're one of probably the best toy lines out there today.
Really?
They, well, from car to robot. Come on, giant robots beating the crap out of each other. It's great.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, even as a girl, I can still recognize that that's actually pretty cool. And also, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. How about that? Where does that kind of sit?
They're really popular right now. Their cartoon came back out, I think, last year or the year before, a newer version. And I get calls probably every couple of weeks for the brand new toys.
I bet.
Which I don't carry the brand new turtles, but I do carry the old turtles. You know, and they're a little cheaper by comparison.
Huge wave.
Huge, yeah.
Boys love that. And what else? What else is really, really big? We have, obviously, we have Star Trek as well.
Star Trek, Star Trek's one of those niche things. Kids aren't really into Star Trek.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's more the bigger kids, the adults.
Yes.
But Doctor Who's really huge right now.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's surprisingly how huge Doctor Who is for a brand that's been around 50 years. It really only got really huge probably about 5 years ago.
Okay. And obviously, you know, when you talk about Marvel Comics and all of that, I mean, they've changed over the years, and the characters have altered their colors and their, you know, their image, but it really, they'll never go away either.
Yeah, the core of superheroes is you got your good guys, your bad guys.
Right.
It doesn't matter if Spider-Man's in a black costume or a blue and red. He's still fighting the good fight, basically.
And that's a great thing, is all these years and decades, kids will still love them. And it's still very, very relevant. You know, again, we've talked about some of the girl toys, but, you know, definitely more. And what would you say that you would love to have people bring into your store right now if you could?
Doctor Who.
Yeah, more
Doctor Who. Probably the most asked for stuff right now. Doctor Who, old video games, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Transformers, Star Wars, wrestling, pretty much anything. Anything 80s, 70s. It's always stuff.
And you know, so many people have this stuff tucked away in a box or a chest somewhere that maybe, you know, they kept around for a while. Maybe they just don't really need anymore, but you would love and somebody else would love.
Well, that's one thing, too. We have a lot of people walk in the store and they look at stuff and they go, I've got a basement full of this. Is it worth money? And then they see one toy's worth $100, and within 2 days they bring me all their toys.
Beautiful. And they're thinking, you know what, I really didn't need to keep those around.
One lady brought me some stuff a couple weeks, and I ended up pretty much paying all of her toys Christmas money, basically. She was thrilled, just bringing in her childhood toys. Yeah.
So that in itself is great for Christmas right there.
It's great, yeah. Either now or next month when they get their bills, we're always buying toys.
There you go. And so again, great Christmas ideas here. You can see it. And of course, the stores we mentioned, Ottawa Street North, perfect for people to go and find some cool kind of different gifts. And again, a lot of the ones that they don't manufacture anymore, even more special, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show. Good stuff. All right, good Christmas shopping ideas. We'll be back with more Morning Live right after this.